There is a special, very dangerous power in you. Never reveal it, keep it secret. Welcome, beloved souls, to this space of truth, wisdom, and healing. If you're new here, know this is more than just a video. It's a moment for awakening, a conversation with the Spirit, and a place to find clarity. Today, we're not just defining discernment. We're exploring its weight, its purpose, and the profound responsibility it carries. So open your heart, because what you're about to hear might be the confirmation you've been praying for. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you were standing in the middle of a crowded room, yet you were the only one who could see, the only one who could hear, the only one who could feel the weight of something invisible but undeniable? If you've ever asked yourself, why me? Why do I see what others don't? Why do I feel what others ignore? Then you're in the right place, because today, we're diving deep into the gift of discernment, a gift straight from God Himself. Discernment is more than just a skill, it's a divine gift. Dictionary definitions might call it the ability to recognize small details, tell the difference between similar things, and make intelligent judgments. But let's go deeper. True discernment is spiritual insight. It's the Holy Spirit whispering truths that others are too distracted to hear. It's God sharpening your vision to see what's hidden beneath the surface. But let's be real for a moment. It's not always easy. Having discernment can feel isolating. You might find yourself wondering, why can't I just be like everyone else? Why do I have to see things differently? Why do I feel so much more than others do? These questions are completely valid, and you're not alone in them. In fact, they're part of the very process of discernment. You see, having discernment means you're being called to a higher awareness, a deeper understanding of the world around you. It's like being given the ability to see through the noise, to look beyond appearances, and to understand the true essence of situations, people, and circumstances. But this gift comes with a responsibility. With it, you're meant to guide, to share wisdom, and to help others who may be lost or confused. Yet, the path isn't always clear, and you might not always know how to explain what you see or feel. There's a weight that comes with discernment. It's a weight of responsibility, of knowing things that others may not be ready to understand. It's a weight of compassion, because once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. You may find yourself carrying the burden of knowing what needs to be done, what changes need to be made, and yet sometimes you have to wait for the right time to share that knowledge. But here's the truth. The fact that you are experiencing this means you are uniquely equipped. Your ability to perceive beyond the surface, to feel the energy of a room, to sense when something isn't quite right, these are all gifts meant to serve a purpose. It's not something you have to fix or force. The world may not always understand you, and that's okay. What matters is that you trust the process, trust that your gift is here to help guide you, and trust that it's here to help others, even when you don't fully understand how. God doesn't give us gifts that we're not ready for. So if you're walking this path of discernment, know that you are exactly where you need to be. The insights you have, the sensitivity you feel, and the understanding you carry are not random or misplaced. They are part of your divine purpose. You may not always see the full picture right away, but over time, everything will come together, and you will see how your discernment is shaping not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. I know it can be hard when you feel different, when you feel like you're walking a path that others don't seem to understand. But remember this, your gift of discernment is a light. It may not always shine brightly in the way you expect, but it will illuminate the path ahead of you, and it will guide you through the dark times. You are not alone, even if it feels that way sometimes. You are part of a much bigger plan, and your discernment is a key part of that. So let go of the pressure to fit into a mold that doesn't feel right for you. Trust in your ability to see, to hear, and to feel what others can't. Embrace your gift of discernment, and know that it is here for a reason. Whether you understand all of it now or not, trust that God is using it to shape your journey, to guide you, and to prepare you for the next chapter in your life. You are exactly where you need to be. That's discernment in action, seeing beyond appearances to the truth that only God reveals. Let me tell you another truth. Discernment can be lonely. You might hesitate to share what you see because you're afraid people won't believe you. Maybe they'll think you're overthinking, or even judge you for judging them. But let's clear something up. Discernment is not judgment. Judgment condemns. Discernment reveals. Judgment puts people in boxes. Discernment opens the door to wisdom and growth. Think of the Samaritan woman at the well, as described in John 4, verses 1 to 42. Jesus discerned her life story without her saying a word. He didn't condemn her, he offered her living water. He used his insight to heal, to guide, and to transform. That's your calling too. God didn't give you discernment to tear people down. He gave it to build them up, to protect them, and to protect yourself. Now let's talk about something that few people truly understand. The fear others have when they realize you can see through them. It's a fear they may never admit out loud, but it's written all over their actions. They avoid eye contact. They get defensive, even when you haven't accused them of anything. They call you negative or too much, all because your presence makes them uncomfortable. But here's the truth. You're not doing anything wrong. You're simply being. The gift of discernment you carry shakes people to their core. They know you see what they're trying to hide, and that terrifies them. It's not easy being someone who can sense what others are afraid to acknowledge. Your presence challenges them. Your insights shine a light on things they'd rather keep in the dark. And while it can feel isolating, it's important to remember that this gift isn't something to be ashamed of. It's a divine calling, and it serves a higher purpose. Your ability to see beyond the surface, to understand the hidden truths, is a tool for healing, for guiding others toward greater wisdom, and for protecting yourself and those around you. Sometimes, people will react to your discernment with discomfort or defensiveness, but that's not your burden to carry. You are not responsible for how others react to your gift. You're responsible for how you use it. God gave you this gift for a reason, to help others, to protect your heart, and to navigate the world with clarity. The more you embrace it, the more you'll find peace in your ability to see things as they truly are. Remember, discernment doesn't make you better than anyone else. It simply gives you the ability to see more clearly, to understand things on a deeper level, and to act with wisdom. It's not about being perfect or always getting it right. It's about trusting that the truth will reveal itself in time, and that you are capable of handling it with grace. So, don't shy away from your gift. Even if it feels lonely or uncomfortable at times, know that it is a precious gift from God. Use it with love, with care, and with the understanding that your discernment isn't just for you. It's for the healing and growth of those around you as well. And above all, trust that this gift will continue to guide you, as it always has, toward the truth and the wisdom you need to navigate life's journey. It's also about time, your precious time. Think about how much time people waste on the wrong relationships, the wrong jobs, and the wrong paths. They ignore the red flags. They stay in places they shouldn't, all because they can't see what you see. But God has spared you from that. Your gift of discernment is a shield, protecting you from wasting your energy on people who don't deserve it. It's a compass, guiding you toward what's real and true. While it might mean you have fewer friends, it also means you have better ones. Fake friends are better left behind. They don't deserve a place in your life, and your gift ensures they don't stay long. But let's be honest, it's not always easy. There are moments when the loneliness hits. You see people laughing with their large circles of friends, and you wonder why your circle is so small. But let me tell you this, quality over quantity. What good is a crowd if they're all wearing masks? What good is company if it's built on lies? God has set you apart, and being set apart often means standing alone. But remember, you're never truly alone. Jesus himself said, "I am with you always, to the very end of the age," Matthew 28 verse 20. And just like he walked with the outcasts, the misunderstood, and the misjudged, he's walking with you now. Let me share a story from the Bible. Remember the prophet Elijah in 1 Kings 19? Elijah felt completely alone. He said to God, "I have been very zealous for the Lord God Almighty. The Israelites have rejected your covenant, torn down your altars, and put your prophets to death with the sword. I am the only one left, and now they are trying to kill me too." 1 Kings 19 verse 14. Elijah felt isolated, like there was no one who understood or stood beside him in his struggles. But God's response? He didn't leave Elijah in his despair. God revealed that there were 7,000 others in Israel who had not bowed to Baal. 1 Kings 19 verse 18. Elijah wasn't alone, even though it felt that way. And just like Elijah, you might feel like the only one who sees things clearly, the only one who feels the weight of certain truths. But God is with you. You may not always see the full picture, but trust that there are others out there who are walking the same path, seeing with the same clarity. And in those moments of loneliness, remember, God is always with you, guiding you and strengthening you. Your gift of discernment is not a curse, though it might feel like one at times. It's a blessing, even if it means walking a different road than most. But the road less traveled often leads to greater things, to deeper understanding, and to a life more aligned with God's purpose for you. So don't be discouraged when the path feels lonely or when others don't understand. Trust that God has placed you where you are for a reason. Your discernment is a gift that will guide you through the storm and lead you to where you're meant to be. So, embrace your gift. Let it protect you, guide you, and shape your life. Even when it feels like you're walking alone, remember, you are not. You are set apart, but God is right beside you every step of the way. You are never truly alone, and your discernment is a powerful tool that will lead you to a life full of purpose, truth, and lasting relationships. Trust in God's plan for you, and trust in the gift He has given you. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more interesting videos. And if you have time, check out other videos on this channel.